there rumors that you was on Star?
I was. That's not a rumor. That's a fact.
Super fact.
Star.
Yeah. So how did you get the opportunity?
Star on Fox.
I mean, I don't even know. I'm past the point of asking how did you, because you've done so much. So what was that like? Was it? Can you tell the public whether it was a role or just a performance appearance?
It was both. It was a role and a performance appearance. And what was crazy is that I didn't get my actual sheet of what I was supposed to do until I was on my way over to record, and I think they automatically assumed I was an actor.
Yeah.
So I got on stage. Some girl was filling in for me, and I swapped out with her, sat on a stool, and I asked the director, like, so when am I supposed to? It says in the form that I'm supposed to look over at Star, and she goes, "You should sit there." She kind of got an attitude with me, and after that, Star came to my defense and was like, "But it does say in the thing that she's supposed to look over at me." And she goes, "Well, you just wait." I think she assumed, but when we watch things, if we think about it and we watch somebody like on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, let's say Fresh Prince of Bel-Air has a setup where he might have got a role where he was acting, right? So the people behind him are going to be telling him what to do. We don't think about that in the moment if we're not actors. So I didn't think because I'm a live performer. Yeah. So I didn't think you're not going to hear me sing. You're not going to hear them tell me what to do. So I just felt it out. And on a part, where I felt like it would have made sense, I turned and I looked at Star on the part. And it's the opening scene of that episode.
Yeah, and I see it, but the way you gazed at her and then you just so sultry on
She yelled at me, the director. She was like, cut! What are you doing? You're supposed to wait. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I never acted before. I'm sorry. And all the extras are sitting down and they're like, you did good, girl. It's okay. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
Especially
I'm never going to work in.
You asked before, though. Like, I asked
you when I was supposed to look. Oh, right.
Yeah, like.
So, anyway, we recorded again one time. She doesn't like where that goes. We ended up going, I didn't know for months until the day of. That's why I released my song Lazy Love on that day. And I had a whole party, because I wasn't going to let that be taken away from me. Television doesn't tell you when you're going to be on something. So you might get a check for something. It may not even be on it. And so I was walking around singing. I sang on over 50 fully booked flights. And I was walking around telling all of them, I'm going to be on Star, just claiming it. And I had no idea. I'm like, please let this happen, because if it doesn't, I'm going to be putting my foot in my mouth. And long story short, they ended up going with the scene that I felt and picked from my heart that would have been the right scene for us to go with during that moment. And what was so dope about it is that this woman has directed so many films with Lee Daniels and just everybody. And she walked over to me and was just like, I'm so sorry. In front of her crew and everybody, she was like, I'm sorry that I yelled at you. It's Thanksgiving.
Because these motherfuckers be uptight,
though.
Thanksgiving week. They be under a lot of pressure. Yeah, it was recently. And I was looking at that scene, and you did a very good job. But being that you was talking about Lazy Love, how is your love life being so prominent in the music industry and being so busy? Do you deal with insecurities? Because we on the brink of a Cardi B breakup and, being in the public eye and having to deal with romance and love. How are you able to juggle? Are you juggling?
First of all, they ain't broke up.
That's what I said. I don't believe this shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
maybe she's tired of his shit,
But aside from that,
you think it's a joke, a hoax?
I mean, I don't know. I'm not that consumed with their lives. They're not bringing nothing to me in my bag. So,
good answer.
But as far as my love life, I think that anybody involved with me understands that I'm always going to tell the truth. So right now, I will say that love is not a focus of mine. I've had, this is just a...
Damn, she blushing already. God damn it. Whoever put that down, you put it down the right goddamn way, nigga. She blushing already.
No, I just feel like ultimately women don't want to end up alone. So I think that I'm preparing myself.
Men too, we don't want to be alone either.
Exactly. So I think I'm preparing myself to put myself in a position, because right now, okay, if I take the train, I can't be mad at a dude hollering at me on the train when I'm on the train.
We on the same
So
level.
until I can place myself in positions where I can have those high expectations around people who are also on the same level, I can't look for love. I can't,
Okay.
it would be unreasonable for me to be asking of that for another person when I'm not there myself.
I could dig it.
So right now I'm just focused on myself. Like when God came to me and told me that I was supposed to be sharing my voice to the world, it don't matter whether I'm around Bloods, Crips, gangsters, people, I'm not scared. When I sing, they end up listening. They end up gravitating towards me. Everybody recognizes my soul and my presence. And that's why I feel like I am the new prophet of this music industry. And as long as I stay true to myself and never lose my integrity, I don't see myself going wrong ever.
I could dig it.